Hey, all right, first things first, the main purpose of this video, I have to apologize that there have been so few uploads and that there has been so much time in between each video that I posted. The reason for that was I was a college senior and I was struggling so hard to graduate. I was taking 6 classes in my final semester and working a full-time job and trying to do all my little side hustles, trying to keep, consistent money rolling in and from more than one stream of income. So I have just been really, really busy these past few months. I've even felt like I wasn't living, like I was just existing. But as you can tell from the title of this video, I have graduated. I have a bachelor's degree now. I was studying business management. I'm so happy that I'm now done. I don't hate learning at all. Love learning, and I think that that should be something that's a lifelong process, but I hate systematic things. I hate autonomous things. I hate feeling like a robot, and I literally would wake up, go to class. I had an hour or two in between to eat and maybe do an assignment or two, and then it was time to go to work. Once I got off work, it was so late that it was time to go right back to bed to get ready to do the exact same thing, and I was so tired of it. That is not me at all. But the main purpose of this video is to address a few questions. Ever since I've graduated, everybody has a question for me, and these questions have been, expected questions about like employment and things like that. And then some of these questions have been just crazy and outlandish. I had somebody ask me about, getting married, having a baby. I don't even have a man. Okay, so yeah, the purpose of this video, I'm going to just answer a few questions that I've been getting the most and that I feel like a few people may wonder, and since I have just graduated. So the first question that I have here, everybody is asking me, are you applying for jobs? No, I'm not. I felt so terribly when I was enrolled. Like, I was just so stressed out. It was killing me. It was killing me. So at this point, I'm really on a YOLO mission. I want to take a break. I want to just pump my brakes and see what I like, see what I don't like. I already know, most of that. And I also kind of know where I want to go with this degree. But I just want to make sure. I would hate to start a career and 2-3 years in, I'm like, what is this? I hate this. I would really hate for that to be the case. And I'm the type of person, I won't give something any of my energy if I can't give it 110% of my energy. And so therefore, I just want to wait. I want to take a break, and I want to see what I like, what I don't like, and then from there I will start applying for jobs. I do in my leisure time look up jobs that are in my field just to see what's out there for me and kind of get an idea, because if something just stands out at me and I'm like, wait a second, I could get paid to do that, I'm of course going to jump on it and apply for it and just take the opportunity. But so far, nothing has really stood out to me like crazy. And I have said that I was and am working a full-time job, through school. And now I make pretty good money where I work at now. And so it's kind of like I'm comfortable here for the time being. I don't picture me being comfortable where I am, long term, but I am okay now. And for, the next year, I feel like I'm just going to take this year to work where I work at now, but still be looking around and kind of making sure that I'm moving in the right direction before I make any major decisions. I feel like my career is something that I want to invest the majority of my life in, and so I'm not just going to make impulse decisions when it comes to it. Next question. A lot of people are asking me just like, okay, so now what next? I need to let you people know or remind you all or put it in your brain. A lot of these times when people just graduate from college, your questions are putting a lot of pressure on them. I understand but can't stand when people are like, what next? I don't know. And the fact that I don't know just kind of makes me feel like when you ask me, it's like, leave me alone. I just graduated, okay? Like, the degree is still hot off the press. I don't even think the ink on my name has dried. Like, just let it just let me be. I don't know what next, okay? I'm going to keep working where I work. I'm going to take this new free time to set myself in some routines. There are several things that I've been reading about, things that are like natural remedies, things that are little mood boosters, and they are things that you can incorporate into your daily routine. And so I want to start getting in the habit of beneficial routines that I would like to practice long term, as well as just finding things that I love, like, oh, a new hobby, because most of my hobbies I can make money off of. So I'll have time to, practice my crafts that I already have and find new hobbies and, whatnot. But when people ask me what next, I know that they're talking job, relationship, kids, location. I don't know what next. And that's one of my least favorite questions. So what next? I don't know. We'll see. The third question, I did touch a tiny bit, where do I want to live? That is something I feel like people are expecting me to ask when they ask me what next. I don't know where I want to live. I know it's not here. I graduated from North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina, and I'm still living in the area that my school was in. I don't plan on making this home. I plan on being here one more year, and that year is just to give me enough time to figure out what I want to do, where I want to go. Maybe if I do find a job online and it's out of state, I can go to that state or something like that. I don't have very many places I'm opposed to. I do have some places I'm opposed to for several reasons. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far from my family, just because who would, unless you hate your family, but I don't hate my family, so I don't want to go too far. However, they are the type of family that's, going to push me and support me in whatever I want to do. So if I choose to go pretty far, they're going to be in support of it. I don't know where I want to live. I know that it needs to be a city, metropolitan area, not a city that's too popular, but I would like for it to be a city where I can say, hey, I'm from here, and someone's not like, where's that on the map? What is that next to? No, you know what I'm talking about. I was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, so you can kind of get an idea. I don't want to go back home. That's what a lot of people are asking me. I don't want to go back home, but something similar to it would be nice. So a lot of people are asking me, so where are you going to get your master's? I'm not going to get a master's, and I really don't like the fact that people put that on me or expect that of me just because now I have my bachelor's degree. I honestly put myself through school just because it was expected of me, and it's not something that I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to go off to college. I didn't decide which college I wanted to go to until the summer before, because I got some financial assistance offered to me from them, as well as my SAT score was so good that they were just sending me letters all the time. And I picked the school that I picked because it was close enough to home where I could get back if something happened. It was far enough from home where I could have my own business, and I felt, like an adult, I felt like if something happens, I have to kind of figure this out, because that's quite a drive. So it was close enough, it was far enough. It was an HBCU, which was really important to me in my choosing of schools, and so that's why I picked the school I picked. I do not want to, further my education at a university anymore. I am not opposed to, going to a community college or a technical school of some sort and learning some type of trade or craft, or, perfecting a skill. I'm not opposed to it, and that is actually in my plans. I, at some point, would like to get an esthetician certification. I have been saying this August, but I'm not making that a definite concrete plan, because I don't want anyone coming up to me, oh, but you said. I know what I said. Let me live my life. I'm going to make my decisions as I see fit. So I do see that in the plans. At some point, I'm not getting a master's degree. I cannot stand school. I cannot stand school. I've always been one of the smart kids and, got good grades and everything. And I got to college and I'm like, oh, for some reason, like, I just wasn't into it anymore. And that's one of the reasons it took me 5 years instead of 4. I just mentally was not there. I didn't care about anything that was being taught. Like, very few things grabbed my attention, and of course it were the things that related to management and entrepreneurial ventures, but other than that, I just was checked out. I just was going through the motions. And so no, I'm not going to spend all of the money and stress myself to get a master's degree, unless somewhere down the line I'm just hungry and not making any money, but I don't see that for myself. So those are, oh no, those aren't the only questions. One last question that I've been getting is like, what does my family think now? What does my family think about the fact that I don't want to go and get a master's degree? You know, what does my family think about the fact that I don't want to come back home? My family is in full support of any and everything that I want to do. They always have been. I have had, like everyone else, I'm sure, several projected career changes, I guess I'll say. I wanted to be this one day, I wanted to be this another day, I wanted to be this, and each of those things, it was always like, a, well, why? Like, tell me about it. And then it was like, okay, we're in full support. You know, anything that I've ever wanted to do, I've had my family's full support with, and they stand behind me 100%. They have received lots of emotional, I give up, I quit, I hate school, forget it phone calls. And each of those phone calls ended in some type of calming me down, and obviously it works because I finished. So thank you, family, for that. But my family is not angry that I don't want to go through any more, you know, schooling or anything like that. They're in full support of everything I want to do. They are in full support of me not coming back home. They feel like I'm young and I'm, you know, bold. I want to get out there. I want to see the world. And so they remind me every single time I visit home, okay, don't stay here, leave at some, you know, when are you leaving? When are you leaving? Because they don't want to see me get stagnant. They don't want to see me have goals and dreams that I'm not reaching for and achieving and trying to obtain consistently. So my family pushes me, go live in another city. Why would you stay in North Carolina? Go. That's how they are. And I appreciate that 100%, because some people I've seen, grew up around, and they'll have an idea and their family's like, nah, you're not doing that. Other people, you know, didn't even get to choose their major in college because their families decide, oh, you're going to be this. No, I don't care that you don't like that. You're going to be that. And I'm so thankful that I do not have that type of family, and I would never create that type of atmosphere for my child. And if you're that type of parent, please don't. Please stop right now. But anyways, that is my whole I just graduated video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you have any more questions, if you want some advice, you want to know more about, you know, what I studied and what I want to do with it, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to even share, because a lot of us have graduated this year, so this video might be relevant to someone else. Until next time, see you later.